ain't from the hood.
You ain't never got put on, you ain't
from the hood. The microphone way over here. I got the microphone way over here.
Niggas always claim to set blood ain't from the hood. Hell no.
Late night.
Oh, I live in the hood ass nigga. Never got put on, always claiming the hood though. Oh, you fucking with the homegirl, but don't come to the hood with none of your damn homeboys. They don't get a pass. Had the little homies press they ass with no tattoos. Hey, your mama waking up to some bad news. The plug saying groove, I'm a dime. I was long in the race, skinny nigga with the braid. Took a 2-man fade. I'm really from the hood. I took a fucking break to get my money right. But I was banging on the plane in the meeting with Jermaine. They like, poet, oh, you bang? They forgot where I came from. I was gang banging when it wasn't fun. Homie doing life right now, cause we don't play from the hood. You ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood ain't from the hood. Hell no. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. And it goes for these hoes too. Start fucking on niggas and throwing these niggas hood up. Ha, little dot. Heard you gave a homie head in the trap spot. Gotta throw away in the stash spot. Boy, you not real, like a Sasquatch. Boy, I'm so high, I'm seeing astronauts. Boy, I ball hard, I need a mascot. Oh, and Swahili, I'm a Damu. My little cousin making Paru. My nigga Uzi, he from Fire Deuce. Pad blows, I be hanging with some real whoops. Gang signs out the window when we drive coupes. Making money with some crips like it's 92. Banging on tracks. Back in my days, it was banging on. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Wait.
Niggas always claim to set blood ain't from the hood.
I got something. I got something better for y'all.
You ain't from the hood.
Y'all know he performed at my birthday show. I had a birthday show, right? And while we waiting on some more people to come in, right? Got a birthday show. Let me show you a live performance. You want to see a live performance right quick from my boy? You want to see a live performance in the chat right quick? Before we get into crackhead Hunter Biden, the crack hunter. Before we get into why he don't have to follow the Second Amendment right and no damn background check when everybody else got to. Hunter Biden didn't have to follow it. If that was the case, his ass should be locked up. His ass should be locked up. What's up, Buffalo Soldier? Buffalo Soldier in the house. I see Buffalo up in the house. Who up in here? Sergeant Mo, Slaphead up in the house. What's up, Slaphead? Right? Before we get up in there, while I roll me a blunt and light up, I want y'all to a live performance for my birthday from CEO Port, the boy who always on intro. He came through and blessed me with a live video. You know what I'm saying? So here we go with the live video at my birthday party. You can't see me because I'm filming. Here we go, live. There we go. We on Hunter now. Let's get on the Hunter. I want y'all to see my boys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't saw him live. That was live from my birthday party. Let's get on Hunter Biden. Now, I just started this show, right? Because Rudy Giuliani came up with something like Hunter Biden ass should be arrested. His ass should be in jail, because if we was going by the background check and all that shit, we all remember when Hunter Biden threw the gun in the trash can and the gun was registered to Hunter Biden. Now, Rudy Giuliani, I think Rudy Giuliani just got mad and said, fuck it, I'm finna just start dumping evidence and shit like that. I'm finna start exposing shit, right? So Rudy Giuliani is more bold with the evidence right now. He more bold. He like, fuck it. This is what Hunter was doing. This was on the computer and all this shit. If I'm lying, tell the police or whoever say I'm lying, tell them to say I'm lying. I think Rudy's just mad right now. Like, they're not taking this serious. They're not taking this serious. They're not having no hearing. No investigation. Ain't nobody going to jail. So Rudy said, fuck it, I'm finna just expose it, right? So after Rudy exposed it, you know who going to expose it next? Probably Russia or Ukraine, because they don't get mad at the United States like, hey, Biden, I'm warning you, you better stop handing them motherfuckers that shit before I expose your ass. You won't be president long. Remember, my damn microphone falling apart. I mean, it fell off the thing. I got screwed in. Your presidency depend on me, Joe Biden. Your presidency depend on me. Like, little do Joe Biden know, Vladimir Putin can snitch on him. And let me play this right quick while I try to. Damn it! I'm playing a little bit more video while I'm screwing this thing. Hold on, my damn thing came out. Hold on, right while I screw it. Hold on, wait. What? It's gonna take 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Damn.
Hey, and I ain't trying to judge. I see you in this club. I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be thick. Stop shooting up that pussy because he's looking for a drink. You wonder why we call you wretched. You wonder why we call you wretched.
Come on.
You wonder why we call you wretched. You wonder why we call you wretched. You wonder why we call you wretched.
Okay, here we go. Let me see this thing going now. Come on, don't fall back out. Come on, I should have screwed this thing in tight. I ain't gonna touch it at all. I want to leave it just like this. Who sent me a donation? Somebody sent me a donation. Buffalo Soldier in the house sent me a donation. Let me send my own Buffalo Soldier. I have to pause this thing. Let me see it in my own. There we go, Buffalo Soldier. Here we go. There we go, Buffalo Soldier. I'm back in the house. Good looking out on the donation, Buffalo Soldier. But, hey, I think Rudy Giuliani got tired of this shit. I think he just going to expose Hunter Biden. He's going to expose Joe Biden. He's going to drop emails. I guess if you go to Rudy Giuliani channel, he's going to drop more. You can see more. But Rudy is hot right now. Rudy is hot. Hold on. Let's get into it. Oh! I got to push. Hold on. Here we go. Damn, this thing keep on falling the fuck out. Here we go.
March 12th, 2018, Hunter Biden walked into a gun store in Delaware and he bought a .38 revolver.
We can close the loopholes in our background check system.
He could have bought a .38 revolver from my grandmother's house. He could have got it from a whole lot cheaper. Since he be going to LA in the crack house, he could have bought a gun and some crack from my grandmother. You hear them? We gotta pass universal background checks.
March 12th, 2018, Hunter Biden walked into a gun store in Delaware and he bought a .38 revolver.
We can close the loopholes in our background check system.
He filled out the piece of paper we all have to fill out, which the Democrats, now say we have to have new gun laws.
How in the hell we gonna have new gun laws when the old gun laws don't work? Don't nothing work on the Biden family. The old crack laws. Remember when people was getting busted with crack back in the days in the 90s and stuff like that, and people was going to jail for years and life and stuff like that for a little piece of crack. Well, Hunter Biden was one of the main crackheads. Hunter Biden been a crackhead for the last damn 40 years. You can't tell me he didn't get busted with no crack, huh? You can't tell me he ain't never got busted with no crack. All the police didn't know who Hunter Biden was, right? So, but every law applies that Joe Biden make, right? besides his family. His daughter went to jail for underage drinking, right? She a little hoe, right? Hunter Biden, he getting all kind of crack deals. His brother in all kind of shit. Everybody, the rules apply to everybody except Hunter and Joe Biden, right? Even the laws when you go over there and you got to apply for when you go over there and promote other countries. I forgot what that shit called. I forgot what that shit called, right? When you got lobbying. Even when you go over there lobbying, right? The rules don't apply to Hunter Biden. I guess taxes don't apply to Hunter Biden. Child support don't apply to Hunter Biden. Fucking your brother or wife don't apply to Hunter Biden, huh? Snitching on black people don't apply to Hunter Biden. Saying the word nigga don't apply to Hunter Biden. Don't nothing apply to Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is the squeaky clean, smartest motherfucker Joe Biden know. Huh? He's squeaky clean, smartest motherfucker that Joe Biden know.
The Senate should immediately pass. Let me say it again. The United States Senate, I hope some are listening, should immediately pass the 2 House-passed bills that close loopholes in the background check system.
Because the Democrats don't follow the present gun laws, by the way.
Yeah, because if they follow the president gun rule, Hunter Biden will be doing federal time right now, huh? What Joe Biden talking about? We need to get old gun rule. We need to get background checks and all that shit. Well, what about the background check your son lied on, huh? What about his background check? He didn't even get probation. This is a federal crime. His ass didn't even get a ticket, huh? What kind of shit is that?
We need Congress to pass universal background checks.
They don't do it in my state. We just had a big shooting in Buffalo. The kid who did it should have been on the list.
I don't want to become confrontational, but we need more Senate Republicans to join the overwhelming majority of Democratic colleagues and close the loopholes required in background check purchases of guns.
They don't bother. And then they don't prosecute people who fail to put their names down, so nobody put their names down.
Huh? You don't prosecute, right? Because the people who sold Hunter Biden that gun should have been prosecuted, right? Hunter Biden running around on crack with a loaded gun, huh? That is one of the worst motherfuckers you can ever have with a gun, is a motherfucker high on crack because he's not in the right state of mind.
Found out.
Right, so the Washington Examiner, we actually commissioned a former Secret Service agent who's now a cyber forensics expert. He's testified in over 100 federal, state, local, criminal, and civil matters.
You heard that? A Secret Service expert that testified in 100,000 civil matters, right? In federal matters. Not one of these motherfucking this what's it called, that disinformation czar or nothing like that. Not her, right? Not none of them 51 people who ain't never saw no paperwork talking about, oh, it's just Russian collusion or nothing like that. No, he had an expert go inside the damn computer and see what it's all about. See what this Hunter shit is all about, huh? He got an expert, not no a partisan expert. Somebody hired ain't got shit to do with nothing. He got the dirt.
And he went into the laptop and he determined that there's only one person capable of producing all the content on the drive, and that person is Hunter Biden.
Can't nobody steal it. Can't nobody can't no Russian collusion steal it and hack it and put pictures and emails and all that shit up in there, right? All the correspondence are correct, right? They all matching, right? Everything is matching. But they quick to come up in here and say, oh, the 51 DOJ expert, the 51 intelligence experts said it was Russian collusion. Bill Barr said there was holes. He said whores, but I said holes. He said whores, I said holes. Watch it. He said there was whores, I said holes.
You never believed that. And why would 51 people put their, many very respected, put their name on a letter like that?
Because they're political whores.
Political whores. You heard him? Political whores. I say they're hoes. He say they're whores. You say potato, I say potato.
And it was wrong for them even to put out a letter because they didn't know the facts. They had zero information. They did it as a political ploy to help Biden win.
He looked at all the emails, he looked at photos on the drive, the documents and everything. And essentially what he was able to do was sandwich all the information together. So prior efforts to examine the drive have focused mostly on emails.
Right.
But all the emails on the drive, they correspond with other documents. We've got emails detailing hotel stays.
Hotel stays. You know what Hunter Biden was doing in a hotel. Everybody knows that. Hotel, crack, and hookers, and probably some beer or some alcohol. Huh? Crack, and it's all coming out of your money. Hunter Biden. Crack holes. Right? He was so cracked out that he was paying for holes with government-funded money. He was like, damn, I spent the wrong money on the holes. Can you please call that hole and get the money back? They're like, hey, Hunter, you know you spending money on government, you know you wiring that hole some money out of government funding money. What the hell is you doing? I could have gave you the money. We need that money back. Call that hoe and tell her we need the money back. We'll pay her in cash. Huh? Hunter Biden was so cracked out that so he ain't supposed to have no gun if he can't even know what credit card to pay a hoe with.
So Hunter signs a piece of paper and has a little thing there. It says, have you ever been addicted to a controlled substance?
Hell yeah. I've been addicted to all of them. Nigga, you name it, I done it. Crack, crystal meth, morphine, fentanyl, Parmesan cheese. Nigga, I even make up shit. You name it, I smoke it or sniff it, huh? If you can shoot it, sniff it, smoke it, or drink it, nigga, I take it. Huh? I wasn't addicted to a drug, nigga. Matter of fact, I wasn't addicted to drugs, nigga. The drugs was addicted to me. They kept on calling me, Hunter, where you at? Hunter, come and get me. Hunter, rescue me. Hunter, Hunter, you're alone. Hunter, don't leave me. Huh? The drugs was addicted to Hunter. They love making love to Hunter Biden. They love controlling Hunter Biden in his mind. Huh? They said Hunter Biden was doing some cracked out shit. He was doing some shit worse than Rick James and R. Kelly combined.
He's been addicted to a controlled substance for 40 years.
Worst part about Hunter Biden is that he gives partying a bad name. After several drug and alcohol-fueled nights with an escort, and I don't mean Ford Escort.
He talking about a hoe. For those who don't know what an escort is, right, it's a prostitute. Right, because a lot of people that done bought hoes and prostitutes and hookers, but they ain't never bought an escort. I ain't never bought an escort. I rented a hoe, right? I rented a hoe before, but I ain't rented an escort. I don't even know what an escort is, right? You got to call them and go through brochures, and you got to dial and make appointments and set a timer and all. No, I just go get the local hoe and, hey, you want to... I just drive up the street and find a local hoe. No, and I pick them. They got light skinned, tall, black, dark. You know what I'm saying? It's like on the whole stroll out here. It's like you got them all flavors, right? It's like a gumbo of hoes out here, right? You got them all flavors. You just go out with, you know what I'm saying? I got $25, huh? You see your $25 around. You don't like $25. You can go up some. Okay, well fuck it. I got $35. You know what I'm saying? If they too fine, you're like, okay, well, I got $30. That's how you price your range. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and you don't call no escort. Escorts cost too much damn money. You got to be a ball player to do an escort. And what escort you can look? You can't call it. It's like, I want an escort. Like, what qualities do you want? I want her to smoke crack. We're gonna refer you to the crack part of the escort division. Yeah, this is the crack escort part of the escort division. Yeah, I want the black hole and the white hole and the Mexican hole and the Asian hole, and I want all to smoke crack. I don't want to look like they smoke crack. I just want them to smoke crack. Lots of it. Send the bitches with the biggest hearts, because if these bitches' heart bust, I'm not responsible. I'll leave their ass in the elevator or something. Send all the bitches with the biggest heart. Send the best of the best. That's 100. Send the best of the best. Who sent me? Sean. What's up, Sean? Colette. Catlet. What is it? Good looking out. Hey, Black, sending you love from Kansas City. I hope you ain't a damn Chiefs fan. Because, hey, you know Hunter Biden is a Chiefs fan. Sean, Sean, you know Hunter Biden is a Chiefs fan. I'm just letting you know Hunter Biden is a Chiefs fan because the Chiefs like to smoke. You know that pipe, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? So the Chiefs like to smoke. So Hunter Biden is a Chiefs fan. Any NFL, NBA, or hockey team that got smoke coming out of it, Hunter Biden is with that team. So I hope you're not a Kansas City fan, Sean, because Hunter Biden is. Hey, matter of fact, Hunter Biden be getting high playing Kansas City Chief Indian and shit. Woo, 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 woo. We doing all this shit. Butt ass naked in front of kids. This nigga is crazy. Hunter Biden is crazy. Good looking out, Sean.
Well, those hotel stays aligned with pictures on Hunter Biden's drive, where he took multiple photos of himself, at that very hotel at the same time.
He's been more addicted than he has been not addicted.
So that's all the evidence you need right there. That look, the nigga who was smoking crack, taking pictures at the hotel. Them match up. You can't say I wasn't at the hotel. Wait a minute, nigga. It says right here you was at the hotel, right? On this picture right here. On this picture on the same day you was in the bathroom smoking crack was on this same day. So all this shit adds up, huh? You got motel records, you got dates from the email saying you was there, and you got pictures from the hotel in the lobby, in the damn bathtub, all that with hookers and shit. It lines up, man.
The Tory transaction took place in Los Angeles at the Chateau Marmont, which is French for Chateau Marmont.
I know that's that. That's like right down the street, right? But this nigga right here, in the Chateau Ramon, that's a Hollywood crack house, right? That's where all the rich crackheads go when they just want to go and get a little way into the fancy, rich part of the neighborhood. It's not, it don't even look that fancy. It's fancy in the inside, but it's got a rich name. That's where all the famous crackheads go, right? So Hunter Biden went to the Chateau Ramon, Chateau Monteau, whatever, and then he just and hired hookers. Was so high in the Chateau Ramon that he had to use the government funded card to pay the hooker. That's a damn shame. You done smoked that much crack and you done lost your damn mind. In the Chateau Ramon.
I have maybe 100, 200, 300 pictures of him, 1,000 pictures of him in closets with crack smoke around. Walking around with no clothes on, smoking his crack pipe.
Hunter's.
What does this nigga think he was doing? Auditioning for American Next Crackhead? Like, what was he doing? Like, who takes? I mean, they got a crack hub or something like it's like Pornhub. Who films themselves smoking crack? Was this nigga taking a diary? You know how people take a diary? This is my first day smoking crack. This is my 100th day smoking crack. Huh? Who filmed this? That was a stupid part. When people smoke crack, they supposed to do it in silence. Who want to smoke crack and then watch themselves smoke crack? You got to be a sick motherfucker. You want to smoke crack, then watch yourself later smoke crack so you can smoke crack again. Who does that? You know, like you see some people watch porn, they get ready. This nigga watch himself smoking crack so he can get ready to smoke crack. Like, ooh, I'm ready. Put on a video of me smoking crack at the Chateau Ramon. Ooh, yeah. Now give me an ounce of dope. Who does that? This nigga get turned on by watching himself smoke crack in the closet. I'm gonna smoke who think of some shit like that? You know what? I'm gonna get high, get butt ass naked, jump in the closet, smoke again, and film it. Oh, nigga, I'm genius. Nigga, I am. Who think of shit like, only a crackhead would think of some shit like that? Sean, let me walk around and play Kansas City Chief, butt ass naked smoking crack.
New doozy, spending his dad's cash on a floozy.
There were minor children in this home, by the way. Walking around with no clothes on, talking to prostitutes.
This nigga was filming himself asshole naked, walking around talking to prostitutes with little kids. This nigga, what you was trying to have an orgy? Like, Yeah, this is Hunter again. Yeah. I want the crack, but I want to up the ante. You have any female pedophiles over there? Huh? I got a 12-year-old over here and an 8-year-old, huh? Keep it on the low. This nigga butt-ass naked smoking crack in front of the kids, hiring prostitutes. Who thinks a shit like that? Like, I'm so high, I'm just gonna take off all my clothes. Kids, take off all your clothes. What the fuck is wrong with Hunter? Kids, get butt naked. Get butt naked now. Everybody naked. I want everybody to feel free. I've been hiring these hookers. This nigga hiring hookers like he hiring Domino's Pizza. Give me a large Asian with a small Hispanic with a little medium pepperoni, a medium ebony. Kids, what y'all want? They want a blonde. My God, this shit is crazy. This nigga, but man, you don't. And it probably wasn't even his kids. Who get butt ass naked around other people's kids, right? Is these Jeffrey Epstein special ordered? Who in the fuck does that?
Hunter Biden allegedly spent 25 grand from an account linked to Joe Biden to pay for a prostitute. And that's according to the New York Post, which obtained receipts and text messages from that famous laptop that wasn't supposed to exist.
And so by using a technique that the expert's name is Gus Demetrilos, he calls it digital sandwiching, we were able to sandwich together hundreds of events on the drive, proving that this is absolutely 100% legit Hunter Biden's hard drive.
And Hunter Biden at the hotel smoking crack. Absolutely legit. So all the hookers and all the money that he was spending out of the big guy account and shit because he was paying for hookers and shit because he was in a crack binge and in a crack coma, all that shit is correct. It's no lie. It's all the truth. Hunter Biden was so damn high that he was paying for hookers with Joe Biden money. This nigga crazy. Bitch, you got a government check for real. You got a real stimulus.
There could be a laptop out there.
Hunter had apparently racked up a bill over $8,000. He continued charging several accounts, thinking the payments weren't going through, which led to a whopping 25 grand overcharge. That's when the Secret Service allegedly got involved, as evidenced by these texts from a former special agent. Quote, "Come on, H." This is linked to the Celtics account.
The Celtics account. Memphis. I know that you wish you was playing the Celtics right now. I know you wish Memphis was playing. Bobby Mayo. That nigga said we Memphis. I like your boy though. But hey, Bobby Mayo, this nigga hiring hookers. Huh? This nigga hiring hookers. I don't know if you ever hired a hooker, Bobby Mayo, but if you ever get a hooker, start off with a midget. Oh, man, if you get a midget prostitute, oh, man, let me tell you, not right now, Bobby Mayo. I'll tell you about a midget prostitute later, right? I don't know if Hunter had a midget prostitute, Bobby, but if Hunter had a midget prostitute, it was well worth the crack or whatever he gave her, crack, money, Joe Biden, whatever card, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he gave her, Bobby. Huh? I don't, Bobby, I don't know what kind of hoes y'all got in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never heard Hunter Biden turned down a crack hole yet. You know what I'm saying? So all the Memphis crack holes, I know they was getting paid every time Hunter went to Memphis, huh? Hunter got paid every time he went to Ukraine, and crackheads got paid every time Hunter went to Memphis. Huh? I'm keeping it 100, Bobby.
And he couldn't stay clean for even 2 months to pass a test in the Army. So can you imagine how degenerate a drug addict he is?
DC is calling me every 10. Let me up or come down. I can't help you if you don't let me.
I promise I'll be down. I promise I'll be right down. I can't help you, Big H. I can't help you, H. You gotta let me help you. How the hell you gonna give a crackhead help? This nigga can't even pass a damn military test that his daddy cheated to get his ass in. Huh? Blame it on somebody else. No, nigga, it was your crackhead ass. Huh? You mean to tell me, I had to tell the Russian collusion, right? When I was debating with my friend. He was thinking like all this shit was Russian collusion too. Like, nigga, I ain't never heard no niggas no Russian collusion in my life. Since when did niggas started saying Russian collusion? Huh? They done fake news done got it so bad. You got niggas in the hood saying Russian collusion. Nigga, you don't know Russia at nigga, and you can't spell collusion. Oh, nigga, that's on Russian collusion. Nigga, it's laptop. Huh? Everything can be false about this nigga, right? Right? If he guilty of one of these motherfucking things, right? He a scandalous dog, right? If he guilty of child molestation, his niece, right? If he guilty of the shit he done in Ukraine, right? If he guilty of the shit he done in China, tax fraud, right? The shit he done with his kids and his daughter, if he just guilty of one of these things, he's a fucked up individual. But if he guilty of all these sons of bitches, he is the worst human being ever in the history. You can't cheat our government, fuck kids, smoke crack, you know what I'm saying? And be a deadbeat daddy. You got to be the worst human on the face of the earth. You can't get no worse than that.
H.
His father pulls strings, breaks the law to get him into the military because he's too old. And within 2 months, he fails out for cocaine.
Well, for one, it appears that Hunter Biden took personal data from his sister-in-law's cell phone.
That nigga Hunter Biden, right? This nigga playing the DOJ, right? He spying on Beau Biden widow, right? This nigga, it's not bad enough that you fucking a girl. It's not bad enough that you confusing the shit out of the kids. Now you got a stalker? You got to steal her private phone messages and phone calls and all this other shit. You playing FBI with your brother's widow that you're not supposed to be fucking. This nigga Hunter is all the way the devil.
Over a dozen times between 2017 and 2018.
Emails show Biden, 52, implored Hallie to be tested for HIV in an email sent.
Look. He not only spied on her, right? He also told her, hey, you better go get tested for HIV, right? He spied on her. He got to be the worst motherfucker in the world. You know who she fucking because you spying on her. Then you run around fucking all kind of hookers and crackheads in Memphis, and then you want to say, hey, you would better go get tested for HIV. This shit might be real. This nigga is, Hunter Biden is the worst human being ever. He fucking his dead brother wife and told her, hey, you might want to get checked out. I've been running around here fucking these hoes.
To Beau Biden's widow on July 27, 2018, about a month before he fathered an out-of-wedlock child with former stripper London Roberts.
Wait a minute. This nigga just told, look, right before he told her, a month after he told he had a baby, he told her to go get checked out. Like, damn, I had a baby. Hey, bitch, I was fucking her raw. You better go get checked out. You better go get checked out. I was running up in that crackhead raw. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know. Go get checked out. I'm finna go get, and then look, this nigga so cold, he said, well, when you go get checked out, call me and tell me your results. I'm not gonna get it. Call me and tell me your results, right? This nigga is crazy. Hunter Biden is the devil. I'm not gonna go in, right? Call me and tell me what you got. You know my number. This nigga crazy. This nigga the devil.
Hunter Biden dated Haley Biden, his sister-in-law, after Beau Biden's death in 2015. Right. And the communications on the drive show that Hunter Biden was extremely jealous and angry over her alleged relationship with a man named David Walsh.
You need to inform me of the result, Hunter wrote in the email.
He jealous that he birthed her. You need to give me the results. I'm not going in that motherfucker. This nigga jealous. How you gonna be jealous of your dead brother's wife? You shouldn't even be fucking her. Now you playing possessive, stalking her. That's a federal crime, sir. You can't do no shit like that. You're not the DOJ. How the fuck you get that technology or that power, right? This nigga said, look, call me back and let me know what the deal is. This nigga Hunter Biden is the devil.
Found on his abandoned laptop, a copy of which was obtained by the Post.
And so he took data from her phone, and there are screenshots on his computer of him highlighting David Walsh's name and going through her phone records.
Today, I am getting tested today. I have been sick, scared Hallie, and you hang up on me.
See, he said, look, I've been sick, you know what I'm saying, and you done hung up in me. Like, go get tested, hurry up and come back with these results. I'm nervous. This nigga is cold.
And experts that we talked to said that if Hunter Biden did this without Haley Biden's consent, then that's a federal crime.
Hell yeah, it's a federal crime. Holly Berry didn't say Hunter Biden could stalk her. Holly Berry's like, no, Holly Berry is his wife. That's his. No, my bad. Holly Berry is his other wife. That's not Bo wife. Holly Berry is the other wife. My bad. I've been calling the wrong wife, but Holly Berry is his other wife. Anyway, both of them fucked up. They're fucking with you. Look, Holly Berry. I mean, he finna get into the other individual, right? If Hunter Biden giving you advice, that means you a fucked up individual. If Hunter Biden ever give you some motherfucking advice, you are a fucked up individual, right? That's like a homeless man telling you how to pay rent. I mean, this nigga is crazy. Hunter Biden is giving people advice about drugs. Never mind wildest imagination. It's coming up.
And they stopped him from going to Ukraine. Just gave him the money because every time he went to Ukraine, all he was doing was getting dope, and the rest you can figure out.
And having sex with underage women.
And this isn't just some guy. This is the son of the President of the United States.
Now, why did I mention that to you? What I just told you violates two laws. 18 United States Code, Section 922A6, which makes it a crime to make a false statement on an application for a gun. That's a 2-year federal felony.
Well, that's 2 years Hunter Biden has escaped because he's showing the fuck did lie on a federal application. Huh? But Joe Biden talking about doing a background check. Well, do they apply to Hunter Biden, Joe Biden? If they gonna apply to Hunter, huh? Them the niggas in the hood, right? Because if it don't apply to Hunter, what other crackheads getting, sons of presidents, right, is getting around without a background check? Huh? It's supposed to stop the person who shot up Buffalo just like it's supposed to stop your son. So if it didn't stop your son, it didn't stop the dude in the Buffalo. So why don't you start with reinforcing the gun laws that we already got on the map about drug addicts and mental health people and people being threatening people and got records and shit. Why don't you start with that, Joe Biden, instead of law-abiding citizens?
Right. So for him to be engaged in this type of conduct is absolutely something that is worth highlighting from the drive.
Also, if that's the only thing, and the person, let's say, was a marijuana user or whatever, they might not prosecute it, or they give you a suspended sentence.
Hunter also accused Hallie of being detrimental to his mental health and trying to drive a wedge between him and niece Natalie some 3 years after his brother, Delaware Attorney General Bo Biden, died of...
Did you hear that? Holly is trying to drive a wedge between him and his niece. Holly is trying to stop you from fucking your niece, right? Because you got naked pictures on your laptop with the finger in the mouth and all kind of shit of your niece. Right, you damn right, Holly Berry, trying to stop you from and drive a wedge through your relationship with your niece because it's damn near turning into a relationship. What the fuck is you talking about? Because evidently you don't give a damn who you fuck. You fucking sisters and mamas and cousins and daughters. You don't give a damn who you stick your dick in, huh? The little girl has got pictures on your laptop with her sucking her finger in the bathing suit. and you mad Holly Berry want to stop you from having a relationship with her, man, Holly Berry, thank God. She probably saved that little girl from being molested. Come on, Hunter.
Brain cancer at 46.
But we ain't talking about a marijuana user, baby. We're talking about a complete degenerate drug addict who possibly spends more of his waking hours influenced by drugs than not.
The love you give is so disturbing, Hunter wrote in the message with an all-caps subject line of, "You need to get tested for HIV, Hallie."
He said, your love is serving me crazy. Then he put, your ass need to go get tested for HIV also. No love. He said, your love, you need help. You need to go get tested for HIV. This nigga email is hilarious. You need help, bitch. You need to go get checked for This nigga Hunter Biden is the shit. This nigga is comedy. Oh yeah, you need help. You are sick. Individual in the head. Oh yeah, you need to get checked for HIV.
The love you give is so disturbing, Hunter wrote in the message with an all-caps subject line of, "You need to get tested for HIV, Hallie."
Your love is so disturbing. Your love is so disturbing. That's like a song. Your love is so disturbing. You need to get checked for HIV. Your love is so disturbing. You need to get checked for the HIV. Your love is so disturbing. That's it, motherfuckers. Hunter Biden is you a cold motherfucker. He blaming her. You are a sick individual. Your love is so disturbing. By the way, go get tested for HIV and come back and tell me the results. He like told her in all the email like 15 different times. Like, hello, good morning. I was just wondering, did you go get tested yet? Go get tested for HIV. I'm hungry. Go get tested for HIV. This nigga wake up like, I'm finna go to sleep. In the morning, you should go get tested for HIV. You going to the store right now? While you out, go get tested for HIV. This motherfucker is the dude. The devil.
We're talking about a guy who I have pictures of smoking crack driving an automobile, which is a deadly weapon.
Wait. You can't. I don't think smoking. I know drinking and driving is in the rule book. You know what I'm saying? The law book, right? But I ain't heard of smoking crack. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to smoke crack and drive. But who in the fuck smoke crack and drive? Don't you need two hands? Look, Mom, no hands. Like, who, he wanted to get a hot box in the car. Who drives with the crack? Remember, he left the crack pipe in the rental car, too. So this nigga used to getting high in cars. This nigga, but who films themselves getting high in a damn car, driving down the street looking for prostitutes? Like, the prostitute like, are you the police? Like, hell no, bitch, I got crack in the car right now for the smoke. You white? Are you the police? Hell no, bitch. I'm I can't tell you I am, but I'm finna smoke this crack right in front of you. Do you smoke crack? Nah, I don't smoke that shit. Well, I don't need you. Find me the crack part of the neighborhood. Where the crack part of Memphis at? Let me go to the crack part of Memphis and Kansas City. We got them in Kansas City too, damn it. Go to the crack part of Kansas City and Memphis to the crackhead show. Hunter Biden is making a come through. The whole hood finna come up. This nigga finna buy everybody crack. Like, give me everybody crack. Good and the bad. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'll mix it all in one anyway.
Hunter went on to ask Hallie to stop the bullshit regarding his niece, accusing his sister-in-law of trying to turn the young teen against him.
Blazer 101, what up? She better turn that young teen against you. Like, look, do not go anywhere around your uncle. Blazer, look, you would have look, Blazer, I know if that was your niece, you probably would have whooped Hunter ass. Like, man, if you try to, man, I'm telling you, if you try to fuck any of my nieces, man, that's gonna be your ass. I know you're my brother. Blazer gonna be like, I know you're my brother, but if you try to fuck any one of our nieces, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass, Hunter. And that's on Blazer 101.
This is exactly who the law is meant for.
Then I'll stop talking to her and will not try to see her at all. Hunter's message continued.
That nigga got mad. Said, you don't want to let me see her, then I'll stop talking to her and I just won't see her no more. This nigga is in a relationship with his niece. I'll just stop talking to her and I won't see her no more. How you gonna say that to your niece? Huh? This nigga is a pervert. He act like he's in a relationship with his niece.
I'd rather that than you continuing to do this to her. It's sick and disturbed. President Biden's son revealed in his April 2021 memoir, Beautiful Things, that he and Kathleen divorced after his first wife found steamy text messages on an iPad between himself and his late brother's widow, with Hunter suggesting to his former flame that she seek counseling. "You're not clean and sober, Hallie," Hunter wrote. "You've found a new release for your poisoned mind. You need serious long-term professional help." And
this nigga told somebody they need serious long-term and professional help because they didn't want him to fuck the little girl. They didn't want him to fuck the niece. They drove a wedge between him and the niece, and he said, "Bitch, you are crazy. You're losing your damn mind. You need some sick help." Why? Because I won't let you fuck the little kid? Huh, Hunter? This nigga Hunter is a freak.
I hope you get it. I promise I will try my best to make that happen. Hunter then concluded the message with a stern demand to his sister-in-law. "I love you, Hallie, sick even when you are cruel," he wrote. "Get tested and tell me results today."
Man, I'm surprised now. Maybe Holly is the damn sister-in-law. I'm surprised. Holly is the damn sister-in-law. He like, you disturb, get tested. And every sentence this nigga's ended with was "get tested and tell me today." Bitch, this is an urgent matter. This nigga Hunter crazy.
"Please calm down, Hallie, and focus on your sobriety," Hunter replied on July 15, 2018. "The tone you're using with me is so angry. You aren't a bad person, Hal, just because you've done bad things. You can do this without..."
Well, look, I'm telling you, I hope Hunter Biden is just like accusing her of something. You know what I'm saying? Disparaging her character. Because if Hunter Biden is giving her advice, and this is real advice, that means she had to be a fucked up individual. You have to be one of the most fucked up persons in the world for Hunter Biden to give you advice talking about, "I know you done some bad things, but you can get over it." You know what I'm saying? You can hang in there. You can. This nigga dropped out of rehab 5 or 6 times, right? And if he can give you advice on rehab and sobriety, you must have been fucked up. I don't think Hunter Biden could have gave advice to Rick James, no motherfucking, to the worst crackhead in the fucking world. I don't think Hunter Biden can give advice who. Not in energy, not in oil, only in prostitutes and crack. He probably can tell a motherfucker about some Peruvian gold.
"Having to attack me or Natalie or whomever else you might see as the reason for your sick problems. Focus on you and know that you and only you will determine whether or not you can get sober for real. You will wake up one day and realize that you can actually think of an act of love that you can do for someone besides yourself," Hunter wrote Hallie. Hunter.
This nigga, look, Hunter saying, maybe you're going to wake up one day and thank me. I guess Joe Biden do really mean it when he say Hunter Biden is the smartest man he know. Look at the advice he's giving his sister and sister-in-laws, the women that he's fucking, right? Telling about their sobriety and all those stuff and staying sober and shit like that. Hunter was actually a good person. He was looking out for people's sobriety. I didn't know that about Hunter.
Proceeded to reference Bo once again, the emails show. "And don't feel as if you lost the 2 best men you or anyone could have ever even dreamed of," the exchange continued.
Wait a minute. You and Bo, right? The 2 best men she ever had, right? District, what is that? Attorney General and a crackhead that steals money and has sex with kids. Or the 2 best, well, she must have had some fucked up individuals if them the 2 best motherfuckers she ever had. I don't know what was wrong with Bo, but if he would have lived long enough, I probably would have found something on his ass here in this family. But, I mean, If he was just the person he is right now, she went from bad to, from good to the worst.
A drug addict who's not in control of anything, that he shouldn't have a gun.
Kathleen Biden filed for divorce from Hunter in December 2016. She later alleged in court filings that he created financial concerns for the family by spending extravagantly on drugs, alcohol, and prostitutes.
Huh? Large. How you look? You making millions of dollars. How much crack can you smoke, and how many prostitutes can you buy? You buying the top end of the top end of the crackheads, and you buying the top end of the top end of the dope. You can't even keep up with your family. And Joe Biden is this is the smartest man he know. And Joe Biden ain't talked to him or told him to clean it up or anything. I mean, he have piercings. This all the women in his life are speaking out. His baby mama speaking out. His wife speaking out. His brother, ex-wife speaking out. All the women in his life speaking out. But he's a good person.
I mean, this is what liberals want, right? People who are mentally ill, people who are drug addicts, people who are criminals shouldn't have guns.
We've also found that Hunter Biden, there are records showing that he paid for and used burner phone applications from 2014 through 2018.
Well, there's one real big one sitting right next to the president. And it's as provable as, here's the application, okay? And then I'll show you the 13 pictures.
I got 13 pictures. I got the application. 13 pictures of him smoking crack 13 days before he bought a gun. I got pictures of him smoking crack, but he said he's not addicted to crack. And he admitted he's addicted to crack. In a damn book, you know what I'm saying? He said he was addicted to crack the same time. Or before he was bought a damn gun, he was addicted to crack. It's in writing. He confessed. Like OJ, if I would have done it.
All within 4 or 5 days of the application of him using dope.
So, we know that Hunter Biden was engaged in foreign business dealings, and we can see from these burner phone applications that he was making purchases for capabilities, for unlimited calling in Mexico and Canada.
That nigga was getting his shit right off the boat. He got advanced. Like, I'm not going to the hood no more. Soon as y'all pull up to the motherfucking port, let me know. I'm coming to get mine. From Canada and Mexico, I'm getting my dope right off the border. Huh? Right off the border. Who sent me one? M-Dub. What's up with it, M-Dub? Worst hunter since Dick Cheney. You don't want to go hunting with Dick Cheney. You might get your ass shot. Fuck you, shoot the homie. He is the worst hunter. The worst damn hunter since Dick Cheney. That was a good one. You had to be smart to catch that one. Or a Republican, or know your damn politics. That was a political joke. Next! You're looking at M-Dub on a donation, right? But this nigga is the worst person ever. Huh? He's the worst person ever.
I'll show you his book that admits that he was using dope during that period of time. I'll give you his text messages to his dealer at about the time that he signed that.
And also we know that Hunter Biden had a very well-documented drug habit.
But then it violates the second statute, Section 922 G6. That makes it a 10-year felony.
And there's not really many communications on the drive showing him, procuring the materials needed to fuel a drug habit.
Right? So if there wasn't no drug trafficking on that computer, on the laptops, right? And he had burner phones through all that time, he was probably smart enough not to give none of the crack dealers none of the government phones or none of his real phone numbers and stuff like that. He probably kept his crack deals and his cricket deals separate from his really legal deals. Right? That's why he had the burner phone.
For a person addicted, while they're addicted, to carry a firearm.
So, that's an interesting finding too that hasn't been reported yet. Just the fact that he was, using applications that give him essentially a secondary phone number that that he could have used on demand.
The folks who own weapons, the folks who own guns, they support universal background checks. The majority of them think we should not be selling assault weapons.
No, he deserves to be prosecuted for that.
I wanted to make it easier for states to adopt extreme risk protection order laws. They're also called red flag laws, which everybody in this lawn knows, but many people listening do not know.
When you got this guy sitting next to you, who you can make an example of and deter other people from violating gun control laws, and you're not doing it?
Joe Biden not doing it. Convict your damn son, Joe Biden. He violated. He lied, right? He lied on the and he lied on the government application, and he got a gun illegally, right? So start with your son, Joe Biden. Make an example out of your son. Let us know you for real, so we can be for real. That everybody can be for real.
These laws allow a police or a family member to petition a court in their jurisdiction and say, I want you to temporarily remove from the following people any firearm they may possess.
Huh? Why you didn't call on Hunter Biden? You should have called on Hunter Biden. He's smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? He fucking kids. He ain't right in the head because his wife done left him. He fucking his brother's wife, right? He got kicked out of the army. He done left rehab 6 times. How in the hell he get a gun? How in the hell he get a gun? Why he wasn't red flagged? Because he's the president's son. You don't get no flags.
And you got a whole administration that's covering them up?
Because they're a danger in a crisis. They're presenting a danger to themselves and to others.
Hell yeah, Hunter Biden poses a danger to himself and others. He left a gun in a damn trash can high on cocaine, and somebody found it and had to turn it in. A baby could have found that. A kid could have found that. A murderer could have found that. A gang member could have found that. Anybody could have found that and used that.
So when you ask the White House about anything Hunter Biden related, they say he's not in government?
I think I answered your question. Go ahead. You can go to the representative of the person who's not an employee of the federal government.
It's a family relationship.
Does not discuss business dealings with family members.
Not really of public concern.
There's no reason to yell. I'm certainly not yelling. You should talk to his representatives.
Ask the Justice Department.
You should talk to his representative.
He's not an employee of this administration. We're not going to talk about it.
A half-wit prosecutor could win this case. All you need is the signature.
He got Hunter Biden's signature, right? You can compare the notes. Is this your signature? Let us see your signature. We got the signature. That's a match. I can do this case right here. Right? I come to court and say, hey, Your Honor, can we first of all see Hunter Biden's signature? Can you just sign right here with Hunter Biden right here quick? And can we compare with his other signatures? And right, and then we want to compare with this signature we got right here. I'm going to put in evidence. That's all, Your Honor. That's my Exhibit A. Exhibit A.
There's many pictures of him being a drug addict, his own admission of being a drug addict.
Okay, Your Honor, I want to enter these this book right here with the dates on this book right here. I also want to enter these pictures right here, right? I also want to enter these messages right here, right? And I also want to enter the background of him, right? When he was in the army, he got kicked out, and when they found a crack pipe in his car, right? I want to put all that when he said he's not, before he filled out his application, when he said he's not addicted to crack. He also said he was so addicted to crack, he was smoking Parmesan cheese, right? So I want to put all of that. These are of his words, right? And it's evidence of him getting kicked out of his doing, right? So I want to put all this in evidence. My case would be getting heated up.
Then you could call some of the dealers who'd love to rat him out.
I would call some of the dudes that went to jail because Hunter Biden turned people in, right? I would call them and ask them, right, that since you already done your time and you can't get convicted twice, right, can you explain your relationships with Hunter Biden here? Yeah, such and such, Black's grandmother, you know what I'm saying? I live in the hood, and Hunter Biden come to the house sometimes and buy guns and dope. Can you tell us how much dope he bought? However much I had, and then how much everybody else had. He shut down the whole block. He was addicted. He asked me to use my closet sometimes. I charged him $3,000 a minute, and he had it. He told China to wire it. Huh? This is what happens. He's not supposed to have a gun, so the background check didn't work on him, right? How did it didn't work on him? How did Hunter Biden know how to slip through the creases? How did Hunter Biden know how to dodge the law? How did Hunter Biden know how to get out of being prosecuted?
And he'd go to jail. And he's being protected.
Right. Even if Joe Biden isn't involved in any of Hunter Biden's business dealings, Hunter Biden has absolutely cashed in on his name. NBC News reported just last week, they tallied up records from the drive showing that Hunter Biden raked in about $8 million from 2013 through 2018.
In 5 years, $8 million, and smoked it all up.
And he spent almost all of it immediately.
He spent all of it immediately. All of it. $8 million. How the fuck you spend $8 million immediately? What can you spend $8 million in 5 years on immediately? Huh? Think about it. What can you spend $8 million on, and then you can't even pay child support, and you file for bankruptcy, and you have to get some lawyers paid for your fucking taxes? Huh? You can't smoke. If you smoke that much crack, right? That got to be a fucking record. You can't do that. What'd you spend $8 million on in 5 years on?
Into this, though, the president has said during the campaign that none of his family will have any business relationship with anyone that relates to a foreign corporation or a foreign country.
Right. Yeah. And Joe Biden during his campaign said in crystal clear terms that none of my family members will be engaged in any sort of business dealings with any sort of international entities.
Wouldn't it be assuring to the American people as we head into this if they just let the American people know if Hunter has divulged himself of that?
But business records still show that Hunter Biden owns a company called Scanny Atlas LLC, and that Scanny Atlas LLC owns 10% of a Chinese private equity firm called BHR Partners.
I mean, Joe Biden owned 10%, not Hunter Biden. Remember they were talking about, well, you going to give up all your business dealings in China? Yeah, I'm going to give them up. I sold it. Sold it to who? That is undisclosed right now. Right? He didn't sell his share. He didn't sell his company. He still got stock in China. He's still using his family name to get money out of China. They're not investigating that. Wait till the Republicans win the damn the Senate and the House. Oh, in the Congress. It's going to be over.
Hunter Biden has claimed that he's no longer involved with that private equity firm, but the business records to this day still list Hunter Biden's company as a 10% owner of that firm. So who are we going to trust, Hunter Biden's word or the actual business records?
We're going to trust the business records. We ain't trusting no crackhead, huh? I'm not trusting. You can MSNBC may trust them, CBS may trust them, and CNN may trust the nigga, but Black Rosebud and Lionel Harris Live don't trust him, and MAGA don't either. You know what I'm saying? We don't trust that nigga as far as we can throw him, and we ain't finna pick his crackhead ass up.
Right. And Joe Biden said explicitly that his direct family would not engage in such conduct.
As a nation, we have to ask, when in God's name are we going to stand up to the gun lobby?
Now, how does that give you any ability to be a moral leader of the United States?
Huh? How? When your son is fucked up on every level and you are the moral leader of the United States. Think about this. He's the moral leader of the United States. Supposed to bring the country together, right? Bring dignity back to the country. The grown people are back in the house. The country has been fucked up. He run the country like he ran his household. Fucked up. Huh? How he gonna be the bearer of what America is supposed to be or represent? Not him.
And that's what we're missing in the United States.
There is a notable lack of any records on the drive. Trust me, I've I've tried my
Scoured
best.
it,
I've
yes.
scoured it. I haven't found any evidence showing that Joe Biden was receiving any money from Hunter Biden.
Huh? Because it wasn't saying Joe Biden directly. Joe Biden is the big guy. Joe Biden ain't Joe Biden. He the big guy.
And they're doing it to us. We've never had a president that was as crooked as this, ever.
That's why there's no direct contact between him and his son. Huh? There's no direct contact. But we got evidence. We got people. Bobulinski said it's him. The other motherfucker, Hines, whatever, said it was Joe Biden, the big guy. Huh? He in jail snitching, right? Everybody getting the grand jury indicted probably saying it was the big guy. The hooker probably was saying it was the big guy. Huh? Why you think this grand jury taking so fucking long? It don't take no grand jury this damn long. We back out of COVID. They back in court. Testifying, people testifying. They could have been wrapped this shit and called Hunter Biden in.
We've never had a president that spent his whole life taking bribes.
When in God's name we do what we all know in our gut needs to be done.
In fact, what records on the drive show is that that Joe Biden was offering cash assistance to Hunter Biden.
How in the look? You mean to tell me the brokest man in Congress, right? According to after he became president, because after he became president, he was doing those speeches and them books. You know what I'm saying? I've done a report on that. How he came up in $15 million in 2 years, right? You mean Hunter Biden made money from 2014 to 13 to 2018, right? He goes broke. All of a sudden, Joe Biden get rich? And all of a sudden, Hunter Biden not giving no money? All of a sudden, Joe Biden is offering it? After he was just made $8 million inside of 5 years? You can't smoke that much crack. You can't. You can't smoke 8 million. You will die. That you know how much money that is in a year? I mean, I'm not talking about all of it. I'm talking about a third of it. Like, even the amount that you can smoke with that, you would die. You can't lose that amount of money, lose your wife, lose your baby mom, lose all that in less than 5 years. You go broke and Joe Biden get rich.
30 million from our biggest enemy, China. I mean, this is disgraceful.
I am sick and tired of it.
Hunter Biden had extreme money issues, especially towards the during the first quarter of 2019.
Huh? The first quarter, extreme money. He made $8 million from 13 to 2018, and had extreme financial problems in 2019 when Joe Biden had to come and save him. How in the fuck is that? Where the money go? Where the properties go? Where did this money go? So when they say evading taxes, like if he evaded taxes and spent all that $8 million as soon as he got it, and he owed $2 million and plus in taxes. Think about it. How in the hell you having financial troubles a year after you was total $8 million? Now Joe Biden, like, how many millions you need? Because Joe Biden is the big guy.
And there are multiple instances where Joe Biden was, offering to loan or provide, a cash assistance to Hunter, so that he could pay for his kids' bills and just kind of make it through his days.
You made $8 million in less than 5 years. Now you don't even have enough money to pay your bills or make it on the day-to-day. Huh? Something strange going on here. You got emails of Hunter Biden, right, having to be taken care of by the big guy. Because Hunter Biden is flat broke after he made $8 million out of all these damn countries. Wow.
We have to act. And don't tell me we can't have an impact on this carnage.
People aren't getting killed as much as they are because of guns.
So there is the big guy email that was released. That email is on the hard drive. Hunter's former business partner Tony Bobulinski came out in October 2020 saying that the big guy was in reference to Joe Biden, that he accumulated $2 million in unpaid taxes. That and there's reporting that he's enlisted a Hollywood mega lawyer that helped either loan or front the cash for Hunter Biden to pay back his back taxes. So that's all pretty fascinating too.
Yeah, you had a lawyer pay back your back taxes because you couldn't pay them back. Joe Biden couldn't give you the money. $8 million and you flat broke, and you got to pay somebody else loan you the money. Right? This is what, and he's not addicted to crack. How did he get a gun? Why we not enforcing the laws that got the dude that shot up Buffalo a gun, the dude that shot up Texas a gun, and the crackhead that threw his gun in the car? I mean, the trash, that could have ended up on the street killing somebody. Huh? What happened to them what happened to the process when they didn't get flagged or stopped being able to buy a gun, huh? There was in mental health, there was in making threats. All they classmates knew they was crazy. Some of them neighbors knew they was crazy. Same thing with Biden. You think he in his right frame of mind when he's consistently smoking crack, addicted to crack? Buying crack like he ordering pizza? How did he get passed? Like Rudy said, they're not passing the gun laws. And the gun laws that do pass, if you go to jail, they're gonna let you out because they say they don't want to waste taxpayers' money, right? Because it costs more to keep people in jail than it will to let them out. Right? We keep them in jail. It's like $78,000 a year or something like that in California. $75,000 a year or something, right? It's probably up by now, right? So if we let them out of jail, that's $75,000. We ain't got to pay in jail and court costs and all this other shit. If we let them out, it's cheaper on the system. But because keeping criminals in jail is actually breaking the system. This is what the Democrats think. They think keeping criminals in jail is crippling the economy. Because you got to pay for them. You got to pay. In some way it makes sense. In some way it don't, right? You got to pay for the dude who got busted for the $20 worth of rock. You know what I'm saying? If you go by his record, he'll get a year, right? So that nickel or that dime rock is going to cost taxpayers $75,000. So they're saying the numbers don't add up. You know what I'm saying? If it's $1,000, you arrest somebody for $1,000, they go to jail, you know what I'm saying? And they're staying there for a week, and that weekly cost of the housing, the clothing, the food, you know what I'm saying, the security, the transportation, all that, you know what I'm saying, runs about $1,000 a week. Right? So you costing the taxpayers $1,000 extra a week, however it may be. This shit is crazy. But how did Joe Biden get past this? How did this Buffalo killer get past this? How did this Texas shooter get past this? Right? Because if they leaning enough to work for Joe Biden, I guess they leaning enough to work for everybody else.
It's a national embarrassment. It is a national embarrassment what's going on. And it's not only these mass shootings that are occurring. Every single day, Every single day, there's a mass shooting in the United States if you count all those who were killed out in the streets of our cities and our rural areas.
They're getting killed because we become more and more immoral. That's why they're getting killed.
Right? Think about this. We got violence all around us. Violence on video games, violence in rap songs, violence on Instagram, violence, you know what I'm saying? A little kid can pick up a gun and play a video game and it's a simile of violence, right? And we got so much people becoming immoral that is driving people to do immoral shit. Because in their mind, they believe they are moral. They believe they are righteous in what they're doing, locking schools and shit like that, and going to schools and college campuses and high schools and just shooting the shit up. They morals is fucked up. We're taking away God. We're taking away manhood. We're taking away citizenship. You want people? I mean, you trying to take away hard work, right? You trying to take away family. You trying to take away church. You try to take away all the thing that matters. And it may not matter to you, but it matters to a lot of people. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, this video with y'all, because if the Second Amendment right or the background check work, it has to work for everybody. It can't be your son or because you're a politician, you better than us. Are you above the law, as they call it? Because if you lied on the application that require a gun and had that gun in your possession, that's a lie. I can't do it. Let me go in the gun shop and try to lie about my information. I'm going to prison. But Hunter can. That's the show for tonight. I want to thank y'all for coming in. I will be back tomorrow with more videos, more. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it's going to be good. I promise y'all. I want to thank whoever donated to the channel for the live chat and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm up out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow on the flip side. On the